The Charlotte Hornets have done something they haven't achieved in 5 years since November 2nd, 2016. And I don't mean play defense. Let's go, YouTube. Sports is life. The Charlotte Hornets has finally broken the streak. It's been 16 straight games that they've lost against the Philadelphia 76ers. And they finally broke that streak tonight with a 109-98 win. I have to give mad props to Gordan Hayward, H2O, number 20. Gordan Hayward making max money. Finally showed up and probably had his best game of the season. He had 30 points on 13 of 16 shooting, 4 for 4 on threes, 7 assists with 3 steals. It has to be the best game that he's played this year. I've been hard on him. All Charlotte Hornets fans have been hard on him because he's making max money. But today he definitely showed up, and he's the primary reason why the Charlotte Hornets won today. Joel Embiid was a beast again. We really do need to get a center. I don't know what Mitch Kupchak is doing, but we need to get a center that can actually guard the post. Mason Plumlee is not doing the job. We got away with it tonight, even though Joel Embiid had another monster game, 31-6. He was just a wrecking crew down low. I think if it wasn't for Doc Rivers, if he had a better coaching game, if he coached better, I think Philly would have pulled out another win. But all around solid team defense, holding the Philadelphia 76ers to 98 points. This year has been a defensive struggle for Charlotte, to say the least. And to hold the team not just below 110 points, but below 100 at 98. You gotta, anytime that the Charlotte Hornets can do that, you take it and you run. What else can you say? What else can you say? Gordan Hayward, 30 points. That's the kind of Gordan Hayward that we need every single night. If he can bring that type of energy, that type of ball handling skills, that type of all-around game, then he'll be worth the money. But up to this point, having 5 good games, we're almost to the halfway mark. Having 5 good games, that is not going to cut it. But for tonight, H2O got it done. Well done. Well done, Gordan Hayward. Other Hornets that played a significant role in this win was Terry Rozier and Miles Bridges. Terry had 22, 4 and 4. Miles had 21, 8 and 2. Again, solid job. Miles Bridges has definitely cooled off. He hasn't been the same Miles Bridges since the start of the year. At the beginning of the year, everyone was saying, hey, Myles Bridges is going to make a whole lot of money. Now I think he's just going to make solid money. He's still a good player, still a candidate for most improved player of the year, but he's definitely cooled off from that hot start that they had earlier this year. Charlotte is now in the 7th seed. They're 1 game back from Cleveland, 2.5 games back from Philly. The 6th seed is probably the sweet spot, unless we get a trade, unless we hit that Myles Turner trade, which I don't know if that's what we really want to do. But, if we can get into that 6th seed, hold that 6th seed, stay out of that playing game, then I think, Charlotte's got a chance to win one series, the first round. But if we get into that playing game without having a center, Charlotte, it's possible Charlotte can get blasted just like they did last year against the Indiana Pacers. Having no 5, having no post presence, no one that can guard the 5. PJ Washington is doing a good job, and I think that the starting 5 going forward should be LaMelo Ball, Terry Rozier, Gordan Hayward, Miles Bridges, and PJ Washington. Mason Plumlee is not giving you anything. He's not giving you. He's just a body out there. He's just a body. You might as well go with Nick Anderson. He's not giving you anything right now. So as we move forward, a great win tonight. But as we move forward, we need to go ahead and start looking for a trade. It doesn't have to be Myles Turner, but we need a defensive center. We need a defensive center. I'm sure there's got to be a center out there somewhere without having to give up James Bouknight, without having to give up Kai Jones. I don't want to give up our young players. I think they got something good with James Bouknight. We need to hold on to him, and Mitch Kupchak needs to sprinkle some magic dust, some pixie dust, and get us a center. I don't know how you got fixated on Mason Plumlee, but that's just not the way to go. Stars of the game. First star of the game obviously is Gordan Hayward, H2O. Number 20 had a great game. Great all-around game. You can't take nothing away from him. I know that, his backers out there are going to be saying, see, this is why you got to keep Gordan Hayward. No, that's not the reason why you got to keep Gordan Hayward. He's not consistent. This is Gordan Hayward's, if I can count it on one hand, this is his 4th good game of the entire year. When you're making $30 million a year, you gotta be better than having 4 good games. This is only the 3rd game he's had over 30 points, 30 or more points. 3 games of 30 or more points the entire year. Now, you can say some of that is because you got Terry Rozier and LaMelo Ball and Miles Bridges came out hot to start the year, but up to this point, it's been few and far between where we've seen Gordan Hayward earn the paycheck that he's making right now. Solid player, solid player, good all-around player, but not worth max money. In an ideal situation, we'd ship Gordan Hayward to Indiana for Myles Turner, straight up. Send him back home, back to Butler, the state of Indiana where he played. But for tonight, as I said, Gordan Hayward led the way, got it done. Stars of the game, Gordan Hayward, Joel Embiid, you gotta give it up to him. You gotta give it up to him. 31-6. Anytime Joel Embiid goes up against a team that doesn't have a starting center, a real center, he's just gonna beast. And he did it again tonight. He beasted. The only reason why, well, not the only reason why, but a big part of the reason why the game wasn't closer in the 4th quarter is because Doc Rivers was doing some crazy stuff. He had Joel Embiid out there with Andre Drummond at the same time. Andre Drummond was getting fouled. Charlotte was putting him on the line, and he was just bricking free throws left and right. He couldn't do anything. So Doc Rivers, I don't know what Doc Rivers was doing tonight. Doc Rivers was doing Doc Rivers things, and it cost Philly tonight. But the Hornets played well. The Hornets are a young, good team. They're now making a run. They've won 7 of 9 games. They're in the 7th seed, 23-19 overall. 1 game back of Cleveland, 2.5 games back from Philly. They are making a run, and since they've had a heavy road schedule to start the year, they've got a lot of games coming up at home, and Charlotte's going to have to cash in. But again, if they can make this 6th seed, that's where they want to be. Get to the 6th seed, make sure you're out of the play-in game, and you can go ahead and do some damage. Hopefully, down the road, Mitch Kupchak's, make some trades, get some defensive center, something without giving up the bank. But we'll see what happens. But Charlotte fans, congratulations! You got a great game out of Gordan Hayward. When these moments come, you gotta treasure them. You gotta hold on to them tight, because you never know when you're gonna see it again. Because that's just what Gordan Hayward does. He's not consistent. So these games where Gordan Hayward just goes off, this reminds me of the San Antonio game, where he was just on fire. And then after that, it was just 5 straight bad games. Hopefully we don't see that. But again, Gordan Hayward leads the way, earns that money, and, get out of Philly with the win. I'm going to close it out right here. Just a quick instant reaction from the Charlotte Hornets win over the Philadelphia 76ers tonight. 109-98, 23-19. Charlotte won 7 of 9 games. Doing well. I know everyone in Charlotte is going crazy right now over the Hornets. Thanks, YouTube. I'm going to call it a night. Like the content. If you like the content, drop me a comment. If you see something I could be doing better, just wanted to have a quick instant reaction tonight to the Charlotte Hornets win as I was watching that game, 109-98. Great job, Charlotte. We'll see you again. Take care.